Hey everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I'm so glad you came back today. You know why? Because today is giveaway day, but I am not going to make it easy on you. First of all, we are not unmolding this till the end, and we are going to do something with it. As you can see, I have my succulent molds out. I am going to pour these molds today for you, and we're going to fill this set of hands after we unmold it with some stone, and we're going to place some of these succulents in here, and then it will be the prize this time that I give it away. So every time I fill that up, those of you that have been with me for a long time know that I always give it away. And we're going to give it away kind of the same way that we did the last couple times, by commenting. I'm not going to be extravagant like I have done in the last giveaway from Let's Resin with the 5 items. This one will be right here in this video, but there's a twist. I am going to be putting in the screen throughout random times of the video a tiny little icon in the corner. Could be this corner, could be this corner, could be this corner, a little animal. And what I want you to do is keep track of how many animals that you see pop up on my video today. At the end of the video, when you have a total amount, I need you to put that number into the comments of how many animals that you saw. If you get that number right, that will enter you into the contest. If you don't get the number right, then you will be disqualified, and that will help me figure out who's watching all the way through. And also, I won't have 500 entries to try to get in the randomizer. So keep track how many animals are in these corners. So they will be their 5-second intervals. So you might see one now, you might see one in 10 minutes. I don't know. So keep track of the animals. Let me know in the comments how many there were, and then you will be automatically entered into the giveaway if you even like this thing. So I'm going to mix up some resin. I'm going to mix up about 4 ounces. I can't remember how much this takes. I didn't go back and watch my other video. So I'm just going to mix it up. I've got all these pigment colors. I don't know which ones I'm going to use, but I picked a different color for each one. So, you ready to get started? Let's go. I thought you guys might like that time lapse. I love to watch that. They don't pay me for this at all. They don't even know I exist, but I figured I'd show you anyway. But that gets this resin completely clear in like 3 minutes. So while I was doing that, I'm using my casting resin today. Everything's linked below that I use. Always is. If you're new to my channel and you wonder what I'm using, if you want that product, go in the description box. There are slews of links for you guys to use. While that was in the chamber, I took some mica powder and I dusted all the inside edges, and then I used the same brush, washed it with alcohol, and I cleaned the edges with the alcohol where I didn't want the dust. So now I'm just going to pop this back inside out, and that one is that. So this one holds the most. So I'm going to pour that one first, I guess. I'm not even sure I'm going to use that, but whatever. We're gonna pour it. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna pour that one green. Green goes with pink pretty good for succulents. Let's do this color. This is, all these I chose today were from Estoyo. They have a 40 pack. I love every one of them. So I chose 9 of them. This one is called Tender Green. I love their mica powders. There is a discount code in the description box, 10% off if you want their mica powders. So definitely check that out if you're interested in that. But I love all of their mica powders are gorgeous. So I chose all of them to show off today. So what I do, the succulents, I do one at a time. And I kind of just guess how much I need. And if I don't use it, I don't use it, or I just retint it with another color for the next one. This is really the only one I think I'm going to do two-tone. The rest of them are a little tricky because there's so many crevices in there that I do squeeze them together as I'm pouring it to get all the air bubbles out. I'm not always successful, although I've only done this a couple of times, so it's not like I'm an expert or that I do these all the time. So this one, I almost filled it all the way up. I mixed up 4 ounces total for all of them, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use. So I think I'll just use some clear in the center. That might actually give us another effect that I don't know about. Okay, I'm just pouring that one full. All right, I've got all these little cups sitting here. Put that out of the way. Let's see, for the next one, I usually do them from big to small. So we'll do a little bit in here. And let's do, we've done the green. Let's do, I like this goldish white one. Whoops. There it goes. This one is Magug Gold. I don't know. Maguc. I don't know what that means. I'm not very good at reading their labels, if that's even what it says. So we're going to do that one. And we're going to do it in the next biggest one, because these little ones, they just take drips. So I figured I would jazz up the hands this time for the next winner. We have been giving tons of stuff away lately. I'm so glad you guys are entering the contest. I'm so happy a lot of you are winning. I know it's hard, but there's always going to be another one around the corner if you did not win anything yet. All right, just make sure you mix your powders in extremely well. See how that has like a gold tint to it? It's not really white. So I just pour a little bit in these, and they have, like I said, a lot of little crevices in them. And it needs a little more to get into all these little nooks and crannies before I pour it. Otherwise, you're going to end up with bubbles on the tips of everything. So just stick your stick down in all of this before you finish pouring it all. Hopefully, I alleviate most of them. Just short on that one, so I will pour some clear too in this one. Not that we have to go all the way up. I guess we don't have to go all the way up on these because they will be sitting inside of something. If I have extra, I'll worry about it. All right. Now for the next one, let's go with probably pink. I'm just going to use the same little cup, a little bit less. If I don't have enough resin, it's okay. There's no way this hand mold is going to hold all these anyway. I just took them all out since I was doing them, because I don't know which ones are going to fit in there. I don't want to unmold it yet until the end. I'll get some either pea gravel or moss, or I'll put something in the hands to look like a planter. I think it's going to be really cute. So if you don't like it, obviously don't enter the contest. Let somebody who does like it enter the contest to win it. And don't forget to check your replies in YouTube, because I have had a couple winners not read their replies and they won my contest, and then I couldn't send them anything because they never knew they won. So definitely read your replies. It'll probably be about 24 hours, 36 hours later that I will pick the winner as soon as I can. And it's just going to be the people who got the answer right. This one is a little bit harder to get into all those crevices. This one's got a lot of them. So So there's probably going to be bubbles in here. All right, that one is done. Now, since it's pink already, I'll just add a little bit more resin and then I'll do the darker red so I could use the same cup. This one is called Ruby. This is like a maroon color, really pretty. I love these powders. Isn't that gorgeous? I was going to do all glitter ones, but I decided against it because I know a lot of you don't love glitter as much as I do. Maybe I will do a glitter garden one of these days. I'm just going to squeeze this. See, nothing got there in the bottom. Isn't that amazing? All that squishing and nothing is in there. Still. Then I will turn this heat mat on and let them cure for an hour. They shouldn't take that long. They're really small. All right, that one's done. Now they do shrink a little bit as they cure, so make sure you dome everything that you do. All right, that one's done. Let's move on to, let's do a blue one. Let's do a little bit more. Let's do this blue. I don't know what that says. Something blue. Looks like a baby blue to me, but that's not what it says. We will do this one. That one doesn't fit much at all. Still nothing got on the bottom. Isn't that crazy? I could see right down to the silicone. Okay. I think I will mix a little bit of green in here and do that other one. Whatever color it turns out to be, then it turns out to be. Don't be afraid to mix colors. This one is really sparkly. This is called Flash Green or something like that. Their font is no good. Estoyo, if you are watching, which I'm sure you are not, change the font on your labels. We can't read them. It's like a blue-green now. That's really pretty. Let me get this out of the way. We're going to do this one. Look at that, nothing on the bottom. Crazy. All right. Oh, the perfect amount. Okay, that's done. I got purple and yellow left. and green by itself. So we'll do this little tower one in purple. Let me grab another cup. This one's called purple, imagine that. Whoops. I tried to stick with like muted tones of the colors instead of bright tones. Even though those hands have every color in the world because there are so many of my projects that are sitting in those hands. So I figured all the different colors would go perfectly with these hands today. Look at that, perfect again. Doesn't get better than that. Oh, one tiny scoop left, no big deal. All right, let's do yellow and then a green. Not that we need much. We'll do yellow for this one. That one, and we'll do a green cactus. Oops, I forgot to put lids on. Yellow, purple. I'm going to use the green one more time. So 4 ounces is almost exactly the amount. What a good guess. Well, I'm not done yet, but it's going to be super close. So if you're a cake decorator out there, which I know a lot of you are, you know that you can use these same cups. You just start with your lightest color first. And you can use the same bowl mixing your buttercream to get all the colors of the rainbow without having to use a whole bunch of mixing bowls. That's a trick in the cake decorating world. You start with the lightest, you move to the darkest, and all your colors will be perfect. And you don't have a bunch of pans to wash. All right, well, that's it. I like have drips left and I don't have a hand mold to put them in. So I am going to spray the backs, even though it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter about the bubbles. All right, I'm going to turn the heating pad on. I'll be back in a second.
Well, hello, wonderful people. How are you?
There's your signature line.
My signature line. We're going to take some stuff out.
He wants to unmold.
Yep, we're going to unmold.
Don't break his head off. I've broken 2 heads off. No, you got to do that, but don't break his head off.
What's that? Looks like a...
What?
I don't know what that looks like. What is that supposed to be?
Well,
oh, a little flower?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't look like a little flower in there. I'll take this one out. Ooh, another flower. Look at that.
They're succulents.
Succulents. Are you supposed to chew on them or something? A little cacti.
They're going in the hands. Look at these, though. You're not even barely showing them. Look at, there's no bubbles. You're just like, you're not doing it right.
I'm sorry.
Well, that one's got some bubbles.
I'll try to do better. All right, let's open this one up.
This is the best part of the whole video. They wait for this part and you're just rushing right through it. No bubbles.
Succulent.
So the squishy technique worked.
What technique?
This one.
Squishy one?
Oh, look, no bubbles. That's a pretty purple. Like? I like it. It looks like a cabbage that kept growing higher and higher. Okay.
You got to know that if you're going to let me in here, then I'm doing stuff.
I didn't call you. You just came and offered. Ooh, no bubbles. Look at that.
Yeah,
Well, barely. A tiny little bubble, but I like that color. It's like Goldie White cream.
Goldie white.
Goldie White cream.
Ow!
Be careful, it's sharp.
Look at that. Oh, man.
You gonna bleed? I don't think they want to see your blood.
I got a hole in me.
I think you're gonna survive.
No way, man. That was sharp. That's dangerous.
Oh, look, no bubbles.
What poked me?
These things. Oh, there's a tiny bubble on the end of that one, but that's okay. That's the back.
I'm getting ready to show him. You just wait, Missy.
That one looks pretty.
I'm trying to see what tried to kill me just now.
So
Look at that. I got a...
extravagant.
Oh, no way, man. I almost had to call in a trauma surgeon.
How'd you do that?
How'd I do what?
How'd you get the pink on the edges like that?
Well, I'm just that good.
This is going to go like this. He has no idea.
Okay.
Okay, now... No,
Oh,
the turtle. Let me get these out of the way. It's time to unmold the hand.
Isn't this the one I broke the head off the other day?
Yeah. I broke one head off, and then he broke a head off. So, yeah, undo his behind part, and then... It's fully cured, though. This one shouldn't break. I poured all the leftover mica powders inside him. So he's just a little extra. We'll see if his head comes off this time. I haven't gotten one out yet. Don't break the mold.
I'm trying not to. You're awfully bossy.
I didn't call you in here.
Oh, there it comes loose. Okay. It's
Stuck.
stuck.
It's stuck. It's always stuck. If his head rips off, I can't use the mold. Okay, he has to be fully cured. It worked.
It's a girl.
His tail didn't come out, though, but that's almost
Was
impossible.
there a tail in there?
Well, yeah, see the little hole, but
Oh,
I'll probably never get the tail.
it's a girl.
What makes it a girl? It's green and
Well,
red and
because look,
purple.
she got lipstick on, purple lipstick.
All right, let's move this out of the way.
Yeah, get this stuff out of the way. Move it out. Move it out of there. Let's break this big bad boy open.
They have to jump through hoops to enter my giveaway, but you don't know that until you watch the video to see what
I do know that because I read your video already.
No, that's not the giveaway. This is a different giveaway.
Oh, okay. Oh. You can't. How are you supposed to hold this underneath the phone and still show it? You can't do that.
Hey, you asked to unmold it for me, so figure it out.
I don't want to unmold it no more. I'm done. Ow! I'm getting hurt. I need a vacation.
A vacation?
Yeah. Wow. Gotta hold this underneath the camera.
Pull. Ooh, I like that part. Oh, don't ruin my mold. I need to make it again.
You got the whole world in your hands. Hey, that's kind of cool looking.
I know. It always turns out pretty neat. Look at sprinkles and gravel and glitter and
Hey, it's got some sharp edges.
silver. I'm gonna fix it. Blue and gold. There's more gravel right there. Some more gravel right there.
Or glitter fingernail.
Some clear. Oh, that came out cool. Blue on each side. Look at the fingertips. They're all blue.
That one's not.
Nope. So we're going to fill it with gravel and put some of these plants inside, and then we're going to give it away. And I'm going to make him pay the postage.
Who?
You.
I ain't paying nothing.
You're paying.
I'm out of here.
Bye. You're not going to say goodbye?
Yeah, bye.
See, he unmolds and he runs. Anyway, I think it looks pretty cool. Although, you're not going to see the bottom because I'm going to put stuff in there. So I'm guessing maybe I should just do one. Now that I made all these, or should I do 3? 3 different ones? That is the question. Or should I just give him the turtle? I'm not sure how I want to do this. I want 3 different colors, that's the thing. That looks kind of good. I like that. I like that, and I also like just this one in there. Let's put these aside. Maybe just one succulent in a bed of gravel. I don't know. Let me get some gravel out. I'm actually going to just stick it in here first and then pour the resin in here. So if you don't like that I'm covering it, then I guess don't enter the contest to get it, because I am covering it. I'm just covering the bottom portion a little bit. And it looks like the big ones won't fit. I'm going to have to save these for something else. These colors go good with it. Or, see, I don't want to put more gravel in there than that because I want to be able to see all the color combinations. Or should I just do the one? Just a little more over here. Maybe I'll put some glitter in the resin. I don't know. I'll be right back. So I decided to do these 3. I mixed up 1 fluid ounce of my Fast Cure. Now, good news. If you use as much Fast Cure as I do, Let's Resin now sells it in a 1-gallon kit. So no more tiny little bottles for me. So that was amazing, amazing news to get. And I just put it through my vacuum chamber that I just got, and it worked. So it does go through the vacuum chamber, not the Resiners one. This is just one random one I bought off of Amazon. So I'll link it below. If any of you have wanted one and didn't buy the other one, then I would recommend, because this is some thick resin. I'm going to add, let me get these out. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of this crystal dust to the resin. I don't know if you'll see it or not, but I figured I'd try, put my little signature into this piece. It's got lots of my signatures in this piece. So whoever gets it will know that they're getting some glitter from me. All right. Yeah, maybe I'll put some more. It doesn't matter now because generally I don't use a lot of this. When you top coat something with this stuff, no way. But because it's going in gravel, I'm going to put a lot in. And then I'm just going to pour this into here. I probably don't need a whole ounce, but we'll find out. I'm going to pour it in and mix it into the hands. Probably only needed half an ounce. And then I'll stick the little succulents in to dry. Oh, there's a stick in there. I'm trying not to get the resin anywhere else except on the rocks. There, they're coated. I only need about a half ounce. I spread it around, stick my plants in, and then let it dry. So it's obviously going to look the same. So this will probably be the last thing you see before the final pictures, because it's not going to change. I'm just going to wiggle these down in there so they adhere to the resin. So good luck to all of you who have entered. I hope that you found all the little things you were looking for. We will find out how many of you were right and how many of you were wrong. And the people who have fast forwarded probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So if you fast forwarded, I recommend you go back to the beginning and you know what I'm talking about to get entered into the giveaway for this set of hands. Now, again, I will mention when spammers realize I give something away, then they start messaging all you guys that you have to pay in order to receive it. No, you don't have to pay anything. I will pay the shipping. Look for my username to reply to your comment. Don't go by somebody else's username because nobody else is on my channel to do that for me. So there is no money involved. Don't fall for their schemes. So good luck to all of you. All right, I'll get you some final pictures. I will see you all tomorrow. You have a blessed day.